Have you figured out your 2023 goals yet? If not, you are not alone. I'm still trying to get mine all worked out. Maybe we can help each other get our goal planning on. Before you set up 2023, let's take a little moment to review this past year. We're not going to judge ourselves because, we did awesome no matter how much we got done. Some days you're going to be a rock star. Some days you're going to need to just collapse on the couch. No matter which one of those or anywhere in between, it's okay. Life happens. So we're not going to beat ourselves up and we're not going to worry about if we fell short. We're only going to use this review to guide us for 2023. So you may want to grab some paper and your goals from way back in January 2022. So I have my notebook from the beginning of 2022. And we're going to take a look. Nope, this is not my notebook. This is my notebook from the middle of the year. This is my notebook from the beginning. So we're going to take a look at my goals here, go through them kind of quickly. So read 52 books is a goal I set for myself every year. It's fairly achievable most years. I have gone over it, I've been under it, but that's basically a book a week. This year I am at, I think, 34 books so far, so I'm definitely not going to reach that. But this was not my year for reading. Let's just put it that way. Use current stickers. No new purchases except to use coupons or sales. Well, I did use a lot of my current stickers. I made a goal to try and use as many as I could, but I did purchase additional stickers. Watch 6 to 8 photo classes. I have actually done more than that. Art, minimum 1 time per week. That one was hit or miss, but I did do a lot more art and drawing than I have in the past. Journal daily. I did really well for a while, got off of it for a few months, and in November I started back up again. I still would like to do more journaling. Lose weight, body fat in inches, that one out the window. Run and or finish a 50K in March. I did not do that. I dropped down to the 30K. My training this year has been crap. Yoga, strength, hit or miss on both of those. Pay off both chase cards. I paid off one and then I reevaluated my avalanche and decided to pay off a different card. So I still did that, but just different cards. Build emergency fund to $2,000. I actually have more than that now. And stick to budget. Yeah, that one was hit or miss. Grow social media accounts. I've been doing a very good job on that one. And self-care Sundays. I did good for the first half of the year, and then I kind of fell off of that one. So those are my 2022 goals, how I did on them. Some of these are going to be updated for 2023. Some of them are going to go away. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Before we move into setting our 2023 goals, I want you to think about a word of the year. I have used this in the past, but I really used it last year to help set my intentions for the entire year, and it has really helped. A word of the year should inspire you and give you guidance for your year. It can help you clarify and focus on who you want to be and what you want to accomplish. It is all about how you want to grow. So for 2022, my word of the year was create. I wrote out the dictionary definition, some synonym. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Synonyms. And then I listed out ways that I could create. And I tried to do something each day that revolved around this idea of creating. For 2023, I have picked a new word, and my new word is renew. I put a lot of thought into my word and my why behind it. And a little sneak peek of my bullet journal for next year. I did kind of a similar thing to create. I wrote out the dictionary definition, and then I wrote out why this was important to me. So about a year ago, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I started medication back in like February. The diagnosis and the medication made me realize how much I had been masking and how much of myself I was like pushing down and not expressing. It wasn't a good feeling, and it led to anxiety and depression, which being diagnosed, starting medication, and starting to kind of let those things flow again, I don't have that depression and anxiety. So I decided for 2023, I'm going to get to know me again. And renew is part of that journey. As my word of the year, it's going to guide me and help me focus and help me set up some of my goals and actions for the year. What do you think your word of the year would be for 2023 and why? If you feel comfortable, please share it in the comments. I would love to support you as you work towards whatever it is you want to accomplish. So now that we have reviewed our previous goals, we've set our intentions for the year, it's time to start thinking and planning out your goals for next year. You can pick categories and start writing down your ideas. It is okay to get messy here. This is about the third iteration of goal setting that I have done so far. And I've scribbled out, I've crossed out, I've rewritten, I've reworked everything. When you write it out, I say let it marinate for a few days. Sit with it, come back to it. If it still resonates with you, keep it. If not, cross it out, write something down that feels better. You don't have to figure this all out in one sitting. In fact, it's probably a lot for like one day. As I said, I've been working on mine over the last few weeks. I think I've finally gotten them to where I want them. Again, they don't need to be perfect. You're not going to have these forever. You might look at these in a few months and adjust them or drop them completely. The important thing is to get something down to help guide you and to help guide your future actions. I do follow the Moxie Life system, so I've broken my goals down by their categories, and I found I have some more in some areas than others. I'm still working them out, planning them. Many of these items revolve around that finding out who I am or embracing things that I love. Some of them you might be like, well, what does, cleaning your house and decluttering room by room have to do with your word of the year? It may not be me, but my house is getting that renew. The figuring out a quarterly and monthly cleaning schedule will help renew it every quarter, every month. Doing like the landscape is going to give it a renew in the yard. So that's kind of where my brain was going with like some of these categories. And clearly these are not written out like goals. These are just general bullet points, things that I was like, I definitely want to do this. I definitely want something like, vacations, time off. Okay, well, clearly, but I can't really plan those until I know more. So what goals are you thinking about for next year? And how do they tie back to your word of the year? If you are looking for any kind of planning and budgeting accountability, go ahead and join the Runs On Planning group. I'll link that in the description box for monthly challenges or support. It's going to be something different each month, but it will revolve around, there'll be one for like planning and one for budgeting finance. So I'll leave that in the description box if you're interested. If you have a family or friend that would be interested in this video, please share it with them. And until next time, I hope your goals and coffee are strong.